house we lived in on Washington Street.
Yeah.
And they've, you know that the body shop that you built for Dad? They've made an apartment house out of that now.
Oh,
It's not even a shop anymore.
is that right?
Those big doors that were on the front, they just finished that out and got a walk.
Apartment house.
And it's brown now. It used to be white.
Oh, what do you know?
Daddy,
Uh-huh.
watch me.
Yeah.
You know where I got that?
Alana, do you know where Grandpa got that?
Alan's dad sent me the thing that screws in the socket up there.
Oh, is that how you do that?
Yeah, it's just it's only about that high,
Uh-huh.
and you just screw it in the socket and put your bulb in that.
Oh.
I wondered how that worked.
Huh.
So that light didn't do that before you put that little...
Oh no.
Okay.
I thought you had to buy the lamp, the whole
No,
lamp
you
special.
can put it in any lamp. I could have put it in this one.
Uh-huh. Wonder who thought that one up.
I don't know.
That's a good idea, isn't it?
Well, I saw him here before we went to Denver.
Yeah.
That guy, I prayed for him. He was going to take his leg off, and I prayed for him, and God healed him.
Mm-hmm.
And he had one in his eyes, just go and touch it.
I might have to get one
I
now.
don't know whether they had the whole lamp or whether they had something like that.
I'm gonna have to get me one of those.
Yeah, I don't imagine they cost too much. Oh, that's mine. Yeah, I ain't had that for a long time.
Did you tell great grandpa what that is, Elena? What'd you do with?
Penny.
Huh?
It's a fresh penny.
19.
It's a what, Elena?
Smashed penny.
Mashed penny?
From the railroad.
Oh, that don't look like no mashed penny to me.
Put everything back in the first time.
But it is mashed. You want to see a real
How'd
one?
you mash it? Bite it?
No.
Say
The
Uncle
train
Jim.
ran over it.
Oh, a train run over it.
I'll show you a real one.
But it hasn't changed a bit. It's the same baseball diamond that I used to play on. I think you came down and watched me play before
Yeah.
on that little league part. And I think that's the same home plate, and I mean the bleachers and everything looks just the same as it did. Same color and everything.
Daddy, is this my name? L-A.
You remember that guy that gave me those baseball shoes over there with the waterworks?
Come here, baby, we're missing.
I
Nathan.
ain't been out there for years.
Elena.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've been in there since I retired.
Is that right?
I was 70.
Oh yeah. Well, inside it doesn't look a bit different. Inside the main, I guess you call that the pump house, don't you? It looks, you know, all the brass railings that go around there. They're real shiny, and
This is Lena.
everything looks, the office looks the same. Of course, as far as I can remember, I mean, it might look different to you.
Did you know who's the chief there now?
Give me a
No?
pen.
I met him at the door and talked to him, and he said it was okay to look around.
It would be a
You'd know him if you saw him, I'm sure.
apple and the
I thought of
The
a young
red
fellow that
slide.
had there while I was there. I thought maybe he had took my place.
Mm-hmm.
No, Ralph Thurene took my place, but I think he had to retire too, so this
Oh.
had to take his place.
Uh-huh.
right turn.
Yeah, when I went there, I had men 80 years old. But then they passed that law where you had to retire at 65. So,
Oh, I see. Oh, okay.
yeah, I could have been there working yet if it hadn't been for that.
Uh-huh.
I could handle it all right.
Sure. You know, when you used to take some water samples there and test them, what did you have to test them for? Just to the purity of the water, to make sure it was okay to drink the water, or
Yeah,
the
for chlorine and everything like that.
So it had the right amount of chlorine in it. I see. Did they put the chlorine there at the pump
They
house?
put it in at the river.
The river. That's a long way for a pipeline, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now
So-
it's
That's a big pipeline, 30 inch.
A-L-A-N-A.
Oh.
Yeah.
Amy.
I wonder how long it takes the
A-A-R-O.
water to get from the river to Galesburg.
I don't know. I imagine it'd take quite a little while.
Seemed like it would. To go 30 miles. That's where Beth and Jim just went. They went on over to the river.
Oh, did they?
Well, I'll probably get packed in the morning, and then
Pop.
we'll probably eat a late breakfast or something before we go. And I need to get on the road by noon, because I'm gonna try to make it as far as Nashville. You know, before it gets too late. That's 550 miles. That's a long ways.
Yeah, it is.
That's the farthest I care to drive in one stretch.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to drive that far now.
That's about all I can take. And I know the kids, they get tired of sitting there, you know.
Boy, that Dina used to drive from here to Denver.
Address.
Mm-hmm.
That's a long way for somebody by
900
themselves.
and something.
And that
Straight
would be
through.
And
And she wouldn't stop for nothing, just gas.
And that was,
What?
you writing your letters?
I guess in the wintertime it's probably kind of cold to get out anyway.
Well,
17.
it's just not as handy the streets to walk on like we're out there.
Uh-huh.
Some of these on the
You
other
want some
side there,
clay?
they ain't got no pavement. What's that?
Hey, Clay.
Some clay
Clay.
from the clay pit.
You been in a clay pit? Boy, you get around, don't you?
Why'd you go to the clay pit, Lena?
Because I wanted to. I went without nobody.
Without
Oh.
nobody? Didn't you have nobody? How did you get there?
Amy and Nathan went with you and Aaron.
I know, but there's children. And I had to take care of everybody.
I don't know if you ever saw that clay pit out there or not, behind the cemetery in Abingdon.
Where?
Behind the cemetery. There's a
I
little,
never was in it, no.
you know those clay pits out there by the brickyards over by East Galesburg?
Yeah.
They're about the same size as those. It's about the same size as one of those.
East Galesburg's where one of them is where I got them big fish.
Okay. Was that in
I speared
Purington?
9 of them one day, and the littlest one was 25 pounds. I gave it away.
Was that in one of those Purington lakes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh man, that baby's
I've
like
seen
that.
those. Yeah, I went over there. Me and Jim Heck went over there when we were younger. They're pretty good sized lakes.
Okay.
We caught some fish in there too. Mm-hmm.
There was some big ones in there then. That day I got them 9. There was one come by there,
Mm-hmm.
and man, I don't know whether I'd got him or not, but I got a spear into him. He's pretty near as big as a boat.
He might have pulled you in, huh?
Oh, he's a lunker.
I know how
Boy,
to
some of
catch
them
one.
we got there would weigh, I mean 40 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty big.
Was that a
9
very?
of them filled the whole back end of the car.